Howdy folks, hope you're all having a great weekend, and welcome back to Deliver Us the Moon, where we've finally managed to restore at least partial power to Copernicus, but more importantly we've managed to reopen the monorail system, which should allow us to find out just exactly what the hell went on at Tombaugh, where some kind of power generating facility was in place, and some kind of faked disaster was instigated in order to get everybody to evacuate. Why? We don't know. But we're not going to find out here in Copernicus, so we need to get into the monorail and get over to Tombaugh for a bit of boots on ground investigating. Somehow, however, I really don't think it's going to be that straightforward. What's going on here?
What was that speech all about? MacArthur can't decide this on his own now, can he?
Look, we don't call the shots here, okay? Now help me out with this stuff.
Put that down, Frank. Don't you know what helium is for? Don't you think it's strange it's here instead of next to the reactor it's supposed to power?
Of course I do, it's just
Just what? Should we accept everything they say? Do you even realize what the consequences are if we leave while the MPT is offline?
What choice do we have? What do we really have to go back to? Floods, dust storms, blazing heat? I'm done. The council's giving us a second chance and I'm not wasting it. Now I'm done talking. Just give me a hand.
Okay. Speculation time again. Trying to put together a theory that fits the available evidence. So, MacArthur, the head of security here, has obviously come up with some kind of plan to abandon and evacuate the moon. They've got some kind of spaceship, and this is obviously what they need all of the helium-3 for to power the spaceship. But that means shutting down the microwave power transmitter, beaming power to Earth. Whatever he's doing, he clearly needs everybody. But he knows that not everybody on the moon's going to just go along with the plan to abandon Earth. So he's faked some kind of disaster at the Tombaugh power facility in order to be able to evacuate everybody here to Copernicus, where he can control them more easily. But something clearly went wrong, because there are still crates of helium-3 scattered around the Copernicus monorail terminal. Oh, voice message. Let's check it out.
This is Sarah Baker, lead engineer at Pearson Space Station. I was sent to investigate the blackout together with station mechanic Rolf Robertson. I was attacked by an AZ unit and lost consciousness. The reasons for this attack remain unclear. It seems my expedition partner has left, and I am unable to contact Pearson Space Station or any of the other facilities. I'm going to cross the frontier now, passing Copernicus Outpost 1, to get to Tombaugh and try to figure out what caused the MPT failure. Whoever finds this, please try to contact me. Alex, end recording.
Alright, it looks like Engineer Pearson is still ahead of my investigation, and this looks like the Copernicus Outpost 1, yep, that she was talking about. And I can't go any further. Why can't I go any further? Great. Alright, let's investigate. Alright, so there's a locked door over there. What's this? Needs a passcode. And what's this? Frank has the code. So who's Frank? Alright. Anything over here? Something. Space tech. Helium on the moon. Essential to humanity's survival. Yeah, fine. Okay. Just background information. Oh, Frankie. Where are you? Hello, what's going on? Lots of footprints. Signs of a struggle. More information here.
All Copernicus 1 colonists, this is an evacuation. The reactor at Tombaugh has suffered a critical malfunction. We're here to evacuate you to Copernicus Moon Hub.
Whoa, calm down. Who sent you?
We're here on official orders of the Lunar Council.
The Lunar Council? Frank, do you see anything strange happening across the MPT network?
I've got nothing out of the ordinary. Tombaugh seems fine to me.
Perhaps you could explain a bit more first.
This is for your own safety. The situation will be explained by the Council when all colonists arrive at Moon Hub.
So, MacArthur calls the shots now, huh?
We don't have time for this. Just take them.
What? Get your hands off me!
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. We're progressing to stage 2. Outpost crew and the package are on their way to Moon Hub. We didn't receive any word from the others at Reinhold, though.
Good work, Evac. Wait for them to pass Outpost 1. Contact me again when the second evacuation crew arrives. Over and out.
Okay, so before we carry on with any further speculation about what happened, I need to get this out of my system because it really pisses me off every time I hear somebody say over and out. Because what they're saying makes no sense. When you are on a radio circuit and you say over, you're indicating that you finished speaking and it's okay for the next person to start talking. But when you say out, it indicates that you've understood everything that was said and you're shutting down the transmission. So when you say over and out, you're saying, okay, your turn to speak, but I'm not listening. And it really winds me up because you're basically saying, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I heard somebody say this in a movie once and it sounded really cool, so I'm using it here. And it winds me up every time I hear it.
This is Pearson Station engineer Sarah Baker again. I traveled to this outpost from Moon Hub, where I was sent to investigate the blackout together with my expedition partner. Moon Hub was completely deserted when we arrived, and we were unable to bring the MPT back online. We got separated and lost contact. I'm traveling towards Tombaugh alone to continue my investigation. The only lead I have is that something has happened at the reactor facility. The entrance to the monorail station here is blocked, so I'll have to find another way to cross the landscape. It's worth a shot.
Alright, so the inhabitants of this outpost obviously didn't buy the lie that something had happened at Tombaugh and had to be forcibly evacuated. And it looks like MacArthur's people have sealed off the monorail once they'd finished whatever it is they were doing here. And all I'm seeing are a whole bunch of locked doors. But there is an access panel up there leading into the vents. Let's check it out closer with the ASE. And that panel needs to be lasered off, and I can't actually reach it from down here. But that's clearly where I need to send the ASE, because it looks like the only way to get inside one of those locked compartments is through the ventilation shafts. However, it's too high up for my wrist laser to reach, which is clearly what this thing's for. So if I manhandle this over to the access hatch, I should be able to get close enough to laser the hatch off so the ASE can get inside to navigate its way through the vents to get into the locked compartment in the next room, which hopefully is going to contain the key code, which will allow me to access Outpost 1's systems and hopefully get the monorail running again. I'm just not too sure about exactly how safe it is to have ventilation ducts inside a pressurized facility on the moon's surface. I mean, you'd imagine that there would be iris valves inside the ventilation trunks to seal the ventilation system in the event of decompression. If there are, I'm not seeing any. In fact, I'm seeing lots and lots and lots of open fans. Oh, this is shoddy design. This is just asking for trouble. Whatever, I'm not going to question it. Okay, here we are. And that looks like... this must be Frank's room. There's the code. Do I have... no. Oh. Okay. I was anticipating having to come back all the way through the ventilation trunk with the ASE, but no, there's an iris hatch here. Okay, that's fine. Great. I've got the code. Nothing else in here that I can use the ASE for? Doesn't look like it. That's where I need to input the code. And the ASE can't do it, I have to do it myself. Alright, let's head back. Alright. Wait, monorail station offline? Manual maintenance check. Okay. Maintenance unlocked. Ah, that was that locked door. So what's the problem now? Another pile of helium-3 containers. Why has it all just been left here? I mean, didn't they need the helium-3 back at Copernicus Moon Hub? They were stacking it onto the pallets back there. I mean, something's clearly gone wrong beyond just MacArthur's fake emergency that shut down the MPT. What's this about?
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. Helium package and Copernicus Outpost 1 personnel have arrived in Moon Hub, sir. Evac crew 2 is still nowhere in sight, though. We've been trying to reach them, but we're getting no response at all. How should we proceed?
Seal the door and make your way to Moon Hub. Fuel needs to be in place before we arrive with the Tombaugh evacuees.
Sir, the other crew won't make it in time if I do that. They'll miss the launch.
They know what they signed up for. Seal the door, now.
Yes, sir.
Helium needs to be in place before the Tombaugh evacuees arrive, but what good is the helium doing lying around here, just scattered in piles at seemingly random in Copernicus Outpost 1? Oh. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to send the ASE outside through that iris hatch to fix whatever's wrong with the monorail. The airlock is locked. Okay. I've got to be honest with you, I just could not get the hang of this puzzle. I mean, logically it's fairly simple. Or what happens when you interact with the various different control stations is fairly simple. Each one of them will change the status of those 4 lights, I suppose. I mean, clearly they're more than just lights, but you get the general idea. One of them affects 3, and the other 3 only affect 2 of the lights. So the idea is you want all of the lights to turn blue, and they can either be red, yellow, or blue. So it's figuring out the sequence that you need to use in order. You get the idea. It took me a long time to figure it out, so I'm just going to skip to the end. Go on, Jingles, you can tell us. We won't tell anybody. How long did it take you to figure it out? Well, let's just say that if I'd showed you the full sequence of me hitting these buttons at random and trying to get this to happen, we'd be at the 32-minute point in this video by now. But since I can clearly rely upon your full discretion, I think it's perfectly safe to keep that embarrassing little secret between you and me. Right, that's the gate unlocked. The monorail should now be free to leave Copernicus Outpost 1 and continue onto the Tombaugh power generation facility. Although there is another stop along the way. There's another station called Reinhold, and I have no idea what they do there. But providing I can get the monorail moving, I dare say I'm probably going to find out before too long. Apparently when I was doing my EVA in the rover back at Copernicus earlier, I missed a 2001 A Space Odyssey style monolith. If I get the chance to go back and check it out, I will, but, well, that pretty much entirely depends upon what I find at Reinhold and Tombaugh stations.
Warning, Tombaugh track locked. Switch
Wait,
tracks
what?
to avert fatal collision.
Fatal collision? Jeez. Okay, so they've blocked access to Tombaugh, of course they have. Why would you expect them to have done anything different?
Warning, obstruction detected.
Obstruction detected. Oh shit.
To avert fatal
Okay,
collision.
come on then. Whoa, it does not give you a lot of time to hit that button. Oh, now we... brakes, right. You know, while I'm struggling to not be killed, if the monorail systems are smart enough to detect that there's an obstruction or that the monorail's going too fast, surely it should be smart enough to change course or slow it down without relying on the passengers to do it. I'm just saying here. Anyway, we've made it. Although I'm not quite sure where we've made it to. Is this Reinhold? And what is Reinhold? Reinhold Crater Base? Oh shit. No oxygen. Okay. Yes, we're in Reinhold Crater Base. and it's open to vacuum. This is not good. So how can we get it not open to vacuum? There's an airlock, which is unpowered. Great. Somebody really did a good sabotage job on this place, didn't they? Okay, there's a hatch. I'm going to have to laser my way through this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Down to 2 minutes and 32 seconds of air. Here we go. A ladder? Okay. No, no, not the ASE. What are you doing? Climb the ladder. Maintenance this way. Another hatch. Isn't this going to be exposing whatever's on the other side of these hatches to vacuum as well? Hopefully, whatever I'm cutting my way into is also on the outside of the airlock. Alright, so I have to power up the airlock. Does this battery plug into the airlock? Can't get through that door. Oh wait, no, that is the power supply for the airlock. And there's another battery down there. Okay, so does it take 2 batteries? Oh my god, no, 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 no. That's a dead battery. The lights on the battery are red. The one I'm carrying is blue. It's a live battery. That's a dead battery. I have to swap the batteries. 1 minute and 28 seconds left. Just dump it anywhere, Jingles. Right, plug the proper battery in. There we go. You've got this. Bingo. Airlock active. Right. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's... Oh, shit. Okay, so powering up the airlock. Awesome. So the airlock's powered, but I can't get through it because of the dangling power cables. And if I turn off the power cables, the airlock becomes unpowered. Shit. But there's an iris valve up here. I don't have a lot of time. Oh, no, there's no power to the iris valve. So the ASE can't get through. There's some spare oxygen here, but it's only an extra 30 seconds. Come on, Jingles. Think. Hang on a minute. There was an ASE port inside the power compartment, wasn't there? Right above where the battery plugs in. There it is. What's that done? Yes! Awesome, I can get through. Oh no, it's turned the airlock off. What am I supposed to do? I can't shut the airlock door and pressurise it. I only have 20 seconds left. Oh no. I can see the battery plugged in there, but there's no power. The airlock... Oh, for God's sake. I'm going to die, aren't I? Well, look on the bright side. I've got a week to figure it out before the next episode. And I'm sure you're going to have all kinds of helpful suggestions in the comments. But that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And as always, take care. And I'll catch you next time.